is Warriors Anonymous.
Ding dong. The witch is dead. The curse is broken. Yeehaw. And also, the Warriors, boys, round of applause for the Warriors for clinching a finals berth in 2025. Well done. Well done to the lads. Let's actually go around because I'll be honest, I did not think we were a show of getting a final spot at the start of the season. Before the year kicked off, before we even got, monstered by the Raiders in Vegas, I figured, would be sort of on the outside looking in. What did you fellas think? Isaac, we'll start with you, bro.
I thought we were going to scrape in at like 8. Honest, I thought we were going to scrape in at 8. Yeah, I was worried about the makeup of the squad, but nice to be proven wrong.
Absolutely. Right? Yeah, hell yeah. I want to ask Moneta next. I'll go for Daniel.
Battery was getting flat.
Yeah, I would have thought maybe inching in, so not to be still top 4 bound, at this stage, still have it in our own destiny. But I did think if we were to get into the 8, it would come down to how well our young guys go this year. And I think we can all say most of them have just had standout seasons for their level of experience. That's carried the team to where they're.
Absolutely. And we seem to be finding new newbies every week, just going up and up. Moneta, bro, did you be honest? Did you think we were going to make playoffs this year?
I thought we were going to struggle, to be honest. No, I thought after losing Tohu Harris and Walker, and we didn't play so well last year. I thought no. To be honest,
No.
I would have been happy. I would have been happy for 8, just to reach number 8, but to reach 4, I'm happy to be wrong.
That's right. Well, provisional 4th. I see the latest mail is that the Panthers are going to be resting a few of their players against the Bulldogs. So it looks as though Moneta has stopped recording for some reason.
He says over there. He says a lot for someone that's completely frozen.
It's AI Moneta.
Yeah, AI Moneta. Do you want to chat with me?
Nope. All right, this is gonna be fun anyway. Lads, let's have a look at the. Oh, hang on, we've got double Moneta on the screen.
I don't know what happened.
Go impact.
Yeah.
As soon as I plugged it in.
Can it be the cover photo of this one?
AI Moneta.
Jean-Claude Van Damme with Monera's face.
You just have to add your 6 fingers.
That's right. Well, first of all, he got up, left the screen, and then he came back, and then he froze, and then he just left the screen altogether.
Everything's all improvised and live on this little podcast.
That's right. It sure is. Boys, it was well. First of all, it was a big occasion. Richard Morgan and the Warrior Nation just straight took over the Gold Coast to the point where we just need to start claiming that as a home game. That's a home away from home right there.
Oh, I think we just moved there.
Like everyone else.
Just move there. Let's just set up camp there and claim it. It's our home ground.
Yeah. Set up a scaffolding
you're
business.
Play football at 18 to 20 degrees on a Saturday afternoon, evening, doesn't get any better than that, does it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Now the game itself, I guess the curse, getting rid of the curse, Isaac. How friggin' happy are you to just put that bloody Gold Coast curse to bed?
I don't know about you guys, but when they put that first try on, I was like, here we go. Here we go. I was like, 666, motherfucker. I could just feel it, eh? And then happy to be proven wrong. Oh, it's amazing to get rid of the curse because they were definitely a bogey team, right? And we just couldn't. The worst thing about it is can't understand why, because the Titans have been horrible forever now, but they still had the wood on us. So to lift the curse finally in front of that crowd as well, with the number of Warriors fans that was there, I think, it's amazing. It was so good seeing that many fans and pissing off the Australian pundits and Des Hasler. It was beautiful.
Yeah, poor old Des losing his job over it. That's how
he's
how bad they took it.
Is it Josh Hannay taking his job? That's what I heard. Yeah,
he's a bit of a gun as well. But from what I heard, in the lead up to this game, there was a ban put in place on the Warrior Nation people taking in their beloved drum. So that indicated to me that, first of all, the Titans as an organization, they were very worried about what was coming their way. So I guess they haven't taken the loss very well either, to have sacked their coach. But Moneta, our resident winger, bro, is Roger the form winger of the competition at the moment?
I would say yes. Yes, I'm just trying to because if I'm struggling to think of someone else.
Save your coach.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, your Coates, yeah. Okay, nah, thanks.
It's pretty good.
Nah, Rogers on fire, man, but I think you're right.
Yeah, no, I mean Coates is good, but like just the meterage he gets from the back,
Mm.
RTS. Coates does those amazing, catches the high ball, those amazing put downs and everything like that. But just what RTS can do from the back, he does that little shimmy. Both you and Dan used to have back in the halfback days. Shimmy.
Shimmy.
And
Shimmy.
and you know it's coming, right? But he always, gets past that one defender. So he's just been racking up, 200 meters consistently. So I think he is the form winger at the moment.
So I was having a look at his meters per game. There's actually only one player in the league ahead of him on that score, and that's Dylan Edwards. So, I mean, he's playing fullback. So to have Roger up in the bloody top 10 and right up there with the average meters from wing is that's a big effort. And he'd be...
And it puts to rest him being in centre now, I think.
Yeah.
That's long gone. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
well, that's right. I mean,
even playing fullback, I think, because he's getting to front load their energy in the run game, right?
Yeah.
Rather than the kind of energy you expend on the kind of tracking back and moving side to side. It's like the fact that he's fresh, ready to go. Every carry, every set, he's taking something.
Yeah, that's right. And also, having Rocco Berry back made quite a difference to everything we were doing with the ball or without the ball on that right-hand edge. What did you think of his return, Isaac?
Rocco, it's great to have him, eh? I think you don't notice the things he does for the team, which is a good thing. He just solidifies an edge. And his carries were good too. He's always been pretty undercover brother when it comes to his carries of the ball, with his footwork and his strength. So it's just awesome to see him back. It would just be good to see him, hopefully, fingers crossed, he gets more runs under his belt and he gets a extended run in the team without any injuries. Because he had, I don't know if you guys saw it towards the end of the game. I was like, fuck, here we go again. This poor, he just can't catch a break, this guy. But apparently it's just a minor thing and he'll be right. But so good to have him back in the team.
Yeah, we got down to 1 minute to go, right? And it was like, fucking hell, man.
Of course,
take it easy.
Here we go again. Yeah.
Did you notice the difference of the kick chase, though? Like the pace he brings, the amount of pressure he put on in the air as well, that kind of created opportunities, right? So,
yeah.
And we had Vossi. I mean, I don't know if you guys had Vossi over there, but we had Vossi commentating, and he was just like, the Titans, why don't you challenge in the air for the ball?
Yeah.
You're prepared to do a short dropout and try to challenge it, but you're not prepared to do a bomb and challenge it. And I guess that point, without having him there, we just haven't had that, right? And Kate was much the same on the other side, probably not as quick, but puts a lot of kick chase pressure on as well. And it makes turns, still good kick into a great kick. Get some start on the 10.
And I think if we start putting those kicks, we can even be a little bit more accurate with them as well on the attacking kicks, that is. If we put those in the right spot, he can go up, catch it, and score. So, I mean, it's something to definitely build around. In terms of the kicking game, overall, I thought it was pretty good. I just wanted to ask you, Daniel, about the one kick in particular by Tanner Boyd. That was one where he managed to get a penalty for us of the late tackle. I wanted to get your opinions of that particular play.
Can I just say, they're just clever. They're just clever. Right, obviously, we got done as well for, I guess...
Tapo? Yeah.
Kaitwa, tackle, hit, and laid him to the ground.
Mhm.
as well. So there was no consideration for the lay down.
Yeah.
The caressing them into bed.
Yeah. One of the boys at the bar was like, "What's the danger in that tackle?" And I was like, "Well, the danger is he was going to fall asleep on his way down to the ground."
The danger is he's going to get some. But there was the little kind of, and it was just lazy, and probably just summed up the Titans. It was just lazy arm, and he just did the old woo as well. So yeah, no, we'll take it. But
He
again,
had that little smirk when he got up, eh? He was
Yeah. He loved it. He absolutely loved it. I saw also cheeky Tino. I saw Malayawi getting amongst the private parts of Aaron Clark in one of those plays as well.
There
was some funny things happening.
But can we just say that the little experiment of having 0 kicking game against the Bulldogs in the wet? I'm still not over that. Like, that's fucking annoying. But we'll flush it with 2 wins plus. But I think they realised we just need to have. We're getting into the sharp end of the season. You just need to have a strong kicking game.
One thing I am still not over.
And off the tee was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. 6 out of 6. We're going up in 6s, which was beautiful. But one thing I will add to that, I am definitely not over Chanel Harris-Tavita's no try against the Broncos because of they overturned it. They sent it up as a try, and they had conclusive evidence to overturn it. Yet in this game, Moneta, Bo Fermor of the Titans comes through at the end, dusts the ball down, it goes up as no try. And then they have one camera angle which looks pretty good as a try, and then the 2 other camera angles not good at all.
not good. Yeah.
And they deemed from that to be conclusive evidence to overturn a no try and turn it into a try.
Oh no. I mean,
I reckon they just gave him points because the dive was spectacular.
Yeah.
The 2 hands out, eh?
Yeah.
I think they just gave it to him because it just looked cool.
They gave him a try for effort, basically. That's what I thought,
Style points.
Yeah, style points. Yeah. 10 out of 10 off the diving board. But yeah, that was
guarantee
bullshit.
One thing with the referees is inconsistency. So you'll always be surprised about the calls we get. So I don't know.
And this young fella referee had a kind of saying to the but he kept saying to the guys, he kept saying to them, "That's been checked. That's no penalty. Are you prepared to play the ball? Are you going to play the ball? Are you prepared to play the ball?" So he had that kind of chat going on as well. So
yeah, I thought it was different. Apparently, he had a heart attack, and he just came. Yeah, he's got a bit of a backstory behind him. So yeah, the commentators were talking about him. So yeah,
I thought he refed really well. I thought that communication was really solid. Like, do you want to challenge it or not? Like, you're going to play the ball? You're going to do this? Or you put it back in the player's court? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he knows as well, like, the bunker, they can go back and review stuff if something really bad's happened. They can go back and spot it and
they can go
turn
back 2
back
weeks.
time. That's right. They can Jackson Ford and bloody suspend him for
Yeah, exactly.
Hang on a second.
you can break a leg and only get 2 weeks.
Isaac, I mentioned I went early. I went early before the game on the weekend. I said that we had a late inclusion. Saxon Forte was coming onto the bench. In fact, he didn't end up playing, so I got that one wrong. But one guy who did play off the bench was Eddie Yidimir Toyava. What are you seeing from this young fella?
Oh, it's pretty handy replacement for old Jack Stone Bjorn. Your doppelganger. But he was good, man. Like you were just saying before, like how many talented young players have we got coming up through the system? And I guess it's a funny one because obviously you never want to lose like your best players, like your Barnetts and your Luke Metcalf, and we lost Tohu and blah 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 blah. But the offshoot of that is opportunities for all of these young guns to find their feet in first grade. And I don't know, at the start of the season, would you have thought that Dimitrik and Lecker would have got as many minutes as they have this year, and that all these other young players, like Tanner Starr-Smith, we thought maybe he was another year away, but he's already looking the goods too. So all these young guys, showing that they belong. And Toya was no different. Like, he's awesome. Apparently, he's like the fittest guy at the
Yeah.
club as well,
Mm.
by like a country mile as well.
Engine, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
big engine.
I've seen quite a bit of his footy playing in centres or second row. And I tell you what, he's got some traits about him. I'm going to throw a big name out there, but he reminds me quite a bit of Simon Mannering and how he goes about things. He's all effort. He's not a super flashy guy, but man, he turns up. So he's an exciting one. It was so cool to see him get his first try. I actually, in the lead up to that, I actually thought Tanner Styles Smith was about to get his first try because of the way he was moving around the field. But Daniel, front row opinion, bro. What did you think of our boy, the cheap meal extraordinaire, Tanner Styles Smith?
Oh man, he is just got that. I just love his energy into the carry, his ability to kind of get quick play the balls, run off good carries. He's probably not your first hit up front rower as well, but he's just come on leaps and bounds, strong, fit, fast. Try to tussle a little bit with Tino, as well.
Yep.
Tino had to kind of come over the top and just, show his prowess. But hey, didn't matter. Like scoreboard, brother, as well. But he was awesome, man. And without Jacko Ford in there, I was concerned with minutes. Like good minutes. How are we going to even out those good minutes? And between those two boys, I guess all the young boys got it covered.
Yeah, did right. And you think about just how he's developing that sort of enforcer kind of role. He's a budding enforcer. I reckon him and Dimitrik in a couple of years, when these guys get really confident in first grade and what they're doing, man, they're going to be something special.
Dimitrik's already asking for it right off the back fence, and he's on. He's like,
Yeah.
he's supercharging into it as well. So
yeah,
and I just love when he gets a chance to ball play as well. He's got silky skills.
he does. Moneta, it was probably I think maybe one of the better games that we've had in quite a while in terms of actually playing our game. Like we put the Titans back in the slow cooker as we had been doing to teams earlier in the year. But bro, how pleasing was it to see the return of the Wars?
Good. Relieving, I guess, is probably the best way to say it. Because, there's been a lot of talk about, do we deserve that top 4 position considering the way we've been playing in the last few games? But yeah, it was good. It was good to see him get back on track. I was a little bit like in the second half going, I just kind of playing safe a bit too much? But then they kind of like turned it back up again later in that second half. But I just was hoping they'd just get that killer instinct. When they're starting to get ahead, I wanted them to just kind of strike even more. As you see with was it Broncos versus Newcastle Knights Pantsing yesterday, didn't they? And so, that's the only thing I wish they could get to is like just be clinical and just get that killer instinct and just finish them off. Yeah. Yeah.
What sort of work-ons are you thinking, Isaac? We obviously had a bit of a false start, I guess, and then maybe taper it off a little bit towards the end as well. But what sort of improvements can you see coming or working on this week?
Yeah, I'd like to see, to Monera's point, like we're in a position like that against a team like that. Let's be honest, it's the Titans, curse or no curse. I'd like to see them really put the foot on the throat. We haven't really seen that, and I don't know if that's in the Warriors' DNA this year. But, when they're in a position to really put a team away, maybe not shut up shop so soon. Maybe go the other way, play even more expansively and, really put the shine on the other team. So I'd like to see that. I think overall, the bigger improvement they're going to have to make is on defense. I know we're ranked quite high for the year, but I feel like in the past month and a half, we've kind of fallen off on the defensive front. I feel like the forward packs are still managing to sort of get over the top of us and get a reasonably quick play of the ball. So I don't know if that's going to be more numbers or just a stronger initial impact in the first up tackles. I just need to see more of that. Yeah, it's a little bit of an area of double impact. Yeah, just a bit of an area of concern going into finals time because defense, wins championships when it comes to the nitty gritty end of the season.
Yeah, for sure. And it also wasn't as though the Titans were without their chances. They created opportunities off kicks and sort of line breaks and whatnot, but they just weren't sort of good enough to take them. But Daniel, what are you looking at as our key area of improvement? We got what two games left until finals.
Yeah, uh, it's probably the defensive side. Like, just I think the issue they've got is it's just push that as you say, the wrestle in the middle, holding them and winning the ruck, and then when they've been caught wanting is just not pushing out in the middle as well. So you're just putting your outside your edges, in no man's land, right? And there's a couple of tries where they just come barnstorming through where. Rocco and whoever's on the edge next to him, they're in trouble because there's not enough push up on the inside. So a little bit of that, that concentration. To be fair, there's a couple of probably senior players that just need to take a look at the junior players and just go, hey, look, I've been a bit sloppy, and actually Fish was sloppy, right? Like, errant to play the balls, and just trying to get ahead of himself as well. Look, yeah, I think he'll look at that and just kind of go, I just need to be better as well. So, but I think we're just rebuilding again. It's funny as you say. I mean, it's such a long season, right? Like, you probably go through 4 or 5 different play style phases throughout the year as well. So, actually, it's only the only way is up really, and we're just layering it. I think we definitely take steps. We're taking steps in the last 4 weeks, right? I mean, I know it's the Titans, and I know that they can beat themselves, but we needed to get that monkey off our back as well. So, but yeah, just slowly building, I think, and then probably the last thing really is just the confidence with Tanner and Chanel's connection. Just keep building on that as well, just so there's a little bit more. And I love the use of Tamati, and I guess you'd probably maybe suggest it was a better way of spelling Egan. We actually we probably needed a little bit of energy in that part, and we did well. I think we were actually scored most of our points in that little phase. But like if Webby's not is concerned with the dynamic, maybe he has to put Tamati to 6 and Chanel into the hooker. Like, he's done that before as well. So just those little combos. Still keep working on it, but shitload better than 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, you did right. And in fact, I was talking today to the wife about it. I was like, man, Timati really came on and added quite a bit. And then she noted, she was like, why did they bring him on at that time and they didn't want to bring on Healy when he was playing, last week? But I guess it's a fair question. And it did show, I think it did show that during that period we were able to actually create a few things. Timati, he's just such a shifty little tricky fella, eh? Like, he's got some little tricks up his sleeve. But Moneta, what do you want to see from the halves of building? Boyd and Chanel. Probably a few things have definitely improved. But where do we go to against Parramatta? Because they've got a pretty decent team.
Yeah, well, I saw the game against the Roosters, and they look like they're actually improving and getting better. And the Roosters aren't an easy team to beat. I guess it's just getting back to like Isaac and was saying around our defense, just like shoring up our right hand side a bit more, and just making sure that the edges are kind of communicating a bit better, because I still get a bit worried with edge defense. Just quick players of the ball. I think just it's the old cliche, just sticking to our processes, eliminating some of the errors, and then we should be in good stead. But I do slightly worry about the Eels, because they look like a team who's kind of hitting that peak form at the moment at the latter. They've got nothing to lose, really, eh? So it's those kind of bogey teams that we're probably versing, and they want to end the year with a bang. So, yeah. The only thing I can think of is I did get slightly annoyed with Tanner Ford with a couple of kicks. He had a good, really cooking game, but just where he ended up kicking them into the end goal and created extra 7. I think against really good teams, that would be a crucial mistake. So if he can just get rid of those ones, those 2 kicks, I don't want to see. Hopefully, he doesn't do them again. Then I think he's close to playing a really perfect game. But it's those little 1%ers that could cost us, especially against the top teams. Yeah.
So on those plays, Isaac, I'll go to you for this one, bro. Like, is there a chance? Like, obviously with Tanner, having a bit of a habit of sending them a little bit too long, will we maybe adjust that and just try and run it on the last a bit more in the next few weeks?
I don't want to see him stop doing that. I think it's just a nice little variation. Yeah, okay, so he put a bit too much heat on him, but I think in general, he's got the right idea. He knows what to do. It's just an execution thing, and that's just practice, right? It's not a game plan thing. It's not a intelligence thing. It's just practice, and just getting those little kicks right. Because he had a few quite nice touches. I think there was one kick in particular when maybe DWZ wasn't quite ready, but he put into the in goal and brought us another set. And I think his overall kicking game is pretty damn good. It's just the execution of it is poor. But that's across the whole team too. Like what I said with Fisher Harris, it's just getting ahead of himself. I think that's where the Warriors, there's probably their biggest area of improvement is just the 1%ers, the Jacko Ford bingo card of penalty, play the ball too early, fish, first carry of the game, I can play the ball too early. Just those little 1%ers that, Manera said, we can polish those up in the next 2 weeks. By the time we hit the finals and we're, almost the finished product, we'll be all right.
Now, Daniel, it's probably not a great time for us to be playing Para. I feel like they're at a similar spot where they've had a lot of young guys come through and almost been forced their hand to try and blood them. So, but they're actually starting to come right now. Starting to see a little bit of fruit being born from that. So, what are you anticipating in this? It's a big game for us as well this Friday.
Yeah, actually, I don't mind it because you need competitive footy, right? Like you can't turn up. I mean, it's competitive-ish last weekend, but we're trying to take a step up again as well. So you need teams that are, hitting their straps, got nothing to lose a little bit as well. Got contract spots to prove as well. So that'll be tough. They've got obviously Lomax great in the air. He's someone we're going to have to compete with as well. Mitch Moses is back, and I think we all know if you were picking an Origin team tomorrow for the Blues, you'd got to go Moses over Cleary. I mean, Cleary, great, legendary player, but Moses seems to just get the job done in some of the bigger games like that. So played well. He's back. So their kicking game's going to be good. But they've still got some battlers out there as well. And, we just get to our principles, we can outrun them as well. But I think we'll be better off for having a competitive footy game as well. Yes, we do need the win. We want to keep winning through, and we should. Realistically, we should, but ain't gonna be easy.
In fact, just thinking back to the previous point about Tanner Boyd's, grubber kicks, he might have been just weighting them like it was Auckland. The dew just sort of slowing them down a little bit, but on the Gold Coast it's not there, so just kind of rolled a bit further.
Not the GC, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Without that 25% more greasy conditions. All right, fellas, what are we thinking for this game against Parramatta? Give us, Moneta, your prediction for the resultant score.
I reckon it's going to be a close game. 24-18. Yeah, I mean like a try.
24-18 to
Warriors.
Well, I mean, they walked into to Auckland last year and they absolutely stomped all over us. Isaac, give us yours, bro. What are you thinking? Resultant score?
I'm going to go with Manera. Actually, I think that's a pretty good assessment of how it's going to play. I think it might be a bit of a ding dong battle and be a tough matchup. I think Parramatta are going to give us a run for our money, but we'll win.
Okay, nice. I'm just Daniel. We'll go to yours. I'm just going to check the weather in the meantime as well, bro. Who are you?
Whoa.
Who are you
Yeah.
picking?
Good point. Good point.
I've got a feeling Golden Point is.
Ooh.
Oh.
I think it's going to be a tight, and I think it's going to be one of those ones where you want to get a Golden Point game in pre-finals, and I think we'll win. We'll win it 21-20, and Tanner will,
Oh.
and will do what Tanner needs to do, and that will be a nice precursor into kind of finals footy.
Yeah, nice. Now, so the weather forecast for Auckland on Friday is 16 degrees and light rain. So,
Okay, we
Yeah.
need to bring back the roof.
it's just light rain. It's just light rain. So.
Okay, makes me nervous with Moses' kicking game though. That's going to be a massive test in the wet because, yeah, he's got it on a string when it comes to his long kicking game too. He's a beast.
Yeah, that's right. And that try you got against the Roosters on the weekend, that was just like, man, that was just a play that a great player makes. You know, like he was on hands and knees, but he's scrambling for it, and yeah. Someone to look out for, boys. It's been fun. Anyone else want to bring up any burning issues before we jump out of here? No more bets. We are good. Everyone's reasonably happy-ish, reasonably level.
Curse is gone. Curse is
That's right.
fucking gone.
Thank God.
God bless. It's gone. It's over.
That's right. It's over. It's over, right? So hopefully we can do another curse breaker against the Para Eels this week on Friday night. Thanks very much for joining us on Warriors Anonymous. Don't forget to head along to warriorsanonymous.co.nz, get the merch. And yeah, we'll come back next week and hopefully wrap up a close win or a Golden Point close win or something like that. But shit, man, you just never know. Until then, as we do, otherwise, go the Warriors.
La cucaracha ya no puede caminar.